Alright, here we go. We've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to try to get as much of it in as we can in a reasonable amount of time. The first thing that I want to talk about is that there's a new update, obviously. It is called the Endurance Update. And we're going to read through the patch notes here quick and hit on the key points. I'm not going to go super deep into everything. There'll be a couple of things I'll dig into, but there's also a new expedition, but we'll get into that. So it sounds like this update is mostly a freighter overhaul. So they completely, the patch notes say they've completely reinvented See, that says October 7th. This might be something completely different. We're just gonna get in here and check it out. There was an update today. I don't know that this is it. This patch notes say, oh, coming October 7th to Switch. So these are our patch notes. They're just bringing No Man's Sky to the Switch platform on October 7th. So that's big news for Nintendo players who haven't otherwise gotten to play No Man's Sky. But it sounds like freighter bases have been completely reinvented. They've added a new array of parts and themed rooms, allowing players to quickly assemble a visually varied and distinctive home in the stars. So that's kind of cool. They're gonna have basically prefab rooms. They're already decorated for you. We actually are on the freighter right now, so that's pretty cool. Why do I have fight music going on though? Well, I can see already that there is a mist down there that never was there before. So there's some visual effects that they've added. That mist around there I think is brand new. They've added a dynamic crew, which means that your freighters will now bustle with specialist crew members walking around. So anybody that you've hired and your frigate captains and squadron pilots will visit your capital ship when they're not out on excursions. So that's pretty cool. A big thing that people have been asking for a very long time seems to be around agriculture. They couldn't have done, I don't believe they could have done this update without addressing this. They have made a harvest all button for your freighter. So the specific patch note says, construct expansive freighter farms with specialized cultivation chambers, plant and grow rows of crops, then harvest all nearby crops with a single interaction. So that is actually outstanding for people who like having a freighter farm. They've updated the model of the model for the black holes. They've made exterior freighters look a little bit cleaner. There are new visual variants of base parts. We might take a look at that if we get down onto the land. They've added freighter variety, and they put organic frigates into the actual game. So the quest reward, or the expedition reward for the last expedition, was an organic frigate. And now they're just out there to be found. So let's get into this. We'll take a look at it. We'll also be able to add doors, windows, and then it gets into the new Polestar expedition. So we'll take a look at that if we end up with some time after we get through looking at this other new stuff. This all seems like it seems like a quality of life update. See if he has anything new to say since we're standing right here. Oh, okay. I think you've always been able to do that. Or not always, but I don't think that's brand new. And what's interesting is I was playing last night and I almost built a freighter base, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't. I did pick up a bunch of frigates though, so I'm wondering now if I need to delete some of these and go see if we can find some of the other ones. See if we can find somebody walking around. Oh. This was never read. So the freighter control rooms or the expedition control rooms got overhauled. That's nice. This must be one of my... Yeah, he's one of my frigate pilots, so that's kind of cool. and it gives you the stats of his specific ship. These guys, I believe, are back, so let's call them back. Get our goodies from this. And this seems really close. I wonder if it's because I'm standing too close to it. It didn't back it out like it usually does. Just a bunch of stuff. I don't actually have enough freighter or frigate fuel right now to do any more expeditions, so that's something we're going to have to address today. I'm very interested to see, like, I have done nothing. This is as stock as a freighter gets. Oh, you get a galactic trade room now. That's kind of nice. It used to be a struggle to find a spot on the wall where your trade terminal would fit, so you get a trade room, your fleet command room, and a construction specialist. I think those are not new. The trade room is. So here's this cultivation chamber. And I need Fecium, which I do not have. So a few new hanging lamps, but nothing crazy here. So I think we're going to have to take a trip to the anomaly and see what we can purchase, because I'm sure this isn't everything. This is just what I have. Let's build a cultivation. I don't have it. I need Fecium. All right, let's go find some of that. How do I get downstairs now? I might just be lost on my own freighter. Because I'm not crazy, right? The door used to be like right here, yeah? Is it just out here? Oh, what have we here? Okay. That's pretty cool. So you looks like there's two portals down to the, we'll call it the garage, the hangar. Okay, cool. So now you portal from inside. Are these windows new? We're very close to the space station. Those windows might be new. I don't know for sure. Alright, the shopping list is basically just Fecium at this point, I think. Where are you? People walking around. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. I think that's neat. Well, the first place we're going to check is the space station, since we're right here. See if they've made any changes to these. There's nothing in the patch notes about changes to the space stations, but it doesn't hurt to take a look, right? Apparently, it's now worth exploring the frigates that you find as well, or the freighters that you find as well, because they have, you may be able to find a freighter that already has some there's some ambiance updates in here, because it's hazy. I mean, we're on ultra settings, I believe. We're on high settings, but so that haziness is new. I was in this outpost or this station yesterday. Oh, the flora is improved. So it looks like this is, I don't want to say just, but it looks like it's a big quality of life update where they improved a lot of the general aesthetic of the game, which is really kind of cool. We're going to have to go feed some animals to get some Fecium, I think. I don't have any growing anywhere, which is unfortunate. I didn't expect that I was going to need a Fecium farm, but if we're going to build a freighter farm, I guess we're going to need that, aren't we? Unless some of these guys sell it, which we'll find out. I don't know if that's a thing that gets sold by pilots or not. I haven't needed to find it in a while. Yeah, let's just go down. I think we've got a paradise planet in this system. We'll just head down and check that out. I also want to find... That's the current fleet. Let's go see if these guys updated. I bought all the frigates that I was going to buy yesterday off of these guys over here. I floated around to a few different systems looking for frigates, so I don't expect to see any purchasables over here. There are, though. 5. Okay, we'll check them out. See if we can't find one of the organic ones. 19 is not good enough. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into this freighter and check out how they have it built. I certainly don't want that, because apparently, according to the patch notes, you can now enter into a freighter and it will have some of the new rooms and stuff already installed. Yeah, none of these are any good. I think we're gonna have to warp out of this system in order to find anything new, because, like I said, I was just in here yesterday buying frigates for my fleet, not expecting a frigate update. So okay, but that looks kind of nice. Like the entry looks kind of nice. It's mostly the same, right? But there's some scaffolding there. Looks to be a lift of some sort. So what happens if you go up the stairs now? Because that doorway is not there anymore. Oh, so the doorway is just in the control room now, so you can still do it that way. Oh, that's good to know. But I don't think this is a good... It's an A class. We'll look at it. I don't think it's better than the one that I have. It's much smaller, and I don't know that I'm super interested in it. But I also haven't built anything on my freighter. That's a pretty cool design. So they overhauled... It says everything about freighters, and that... I haven't seen that before. Maybe I'm just late to the party on that, but that looks like a brand new... Some brand new stuff on that freighter anyway. Alright, let's go check this out and see what these rooms look like. Oh. So we go outside. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. And you can see that they built it out quite a bit. And this is just a regular found in the system freighter. So, are we dying? Nope. So maybe this is just the... This must just be the hangar. I'm convinced that that's just the hangar and there's not really anything that they actually built out here, because it's just there would be a door here, I would assume. So they just made it so you can go outside here on this particular one. All right, we got to find some Fecium, and then we will, unless this goes downstairs, right? Yep, that just goes downstairs. But that's fine. That's where we're going anyway. We're gonna get down to the ground, tame some creatures, get some creature poop, and actually we should head to the anomaly first. We're gonna head to the anomaly first to see if there's any parts we can buy. See if there's any parts we can buy in there, and then what it takes to build them, so we don't have to keep going down to the shore, down to the planet side. This doesn't look like a ton's changed, if anything at all. I don't remember the red glowing pillar on top of the Quicksilver guy, but let's go see what Twitch rewards we got. Alright, it doesn't want me to have the bubbles. That's fine. Go take a look at... Oh, what's it gonna be? Is there a freighter merchant? Because this is just base parts, but is that where the freighter parts are too? I don't see anything particularly special in here. So I wonder, is that everything then? What we have in the menu on the freighter? Because this is Starship stuff. That's not going to do anything. I just want to check this to see it's not an S. The multi-tool in the space station is an S-class box. There's nothing great in it. I dug through it, but okay. So there's nothing purchasable for the frigates. Oh, the other thing in the patch notes that they finally brought in is the living ship upgrades. So if you have a living ship, you should be able to get your living ship upgrades now. Alright. So we're just gonna head down to the planet side, get some Fecium. We can do any planet, so we might as well do a Nexus mission. Ugh. I don't really want to do that. there's literally nothing. What that one? I'll use the salvage data probably more than any other stuff. All it needs to do is land us on a spot that has fauna, and we should be fine. We'll feed them with creature pellets, get some we should try to find a black hole too. Supposedly the nebulas and asteroid fields and the black holes, there's one right there. That's got to be scripted, right? The very first warp, we come out next to a black hole. That's got to be scripted. That's really kind of cool, though, the way they made it look like it pulls you in like that. We are not going to take this black hole yet. We're going to find the Sentinel activity. I also want to look at what's warping in here to see if they warp in a organic one. It does not look like they did. So I'm wondering how rare those are going to be. The organic ones might be pretty rare. That is not bad as a supply vessel, but we're going to leave it. Let's check out the... That guy's pretty bad. Let's go check out this freighter here. Where the hell to go? That one, there it is. I just want to see one of these rooms that are supposedly built out, so we're going to go take a look at this one here. God, that's so nice. I really like that a lot. Alright, is this Captain Blee? That's kind of cool how that whole side is almost undecorated. It gives it kind of a sleek look on that side, on the left side there, but on the right side it's got the pods and stuff. That's pretty cool looking. So this is reminding me of the shippery work, where they made all the ships. They cleaned up all the ship aesthetics were and everything. So again, well, that's interesting. I doubt that they intended that to be a thing. Oh, am I stuck? Come on, Sean, do better. Alright, so I'm not seeing any of these rooms. Maybe it's got to be an S-class, maybe it's got to be a capital ship. But it's just looking like we're able to get outside on these ones that you can find floating around. So we're gonna call ourselves done with that. If we find a capital ship, we'll check it out. But these little ones floating around, we'll check for the organic frigates. What does that look like in first person? I actually think I like it better in third person, but it is cool. Alright, let's go to finish our quest here. We are on the hunt for Fecium, so we can build some new freighter parts. Oh, welcome everybody. Thank you for stopping by. We're just exploring the new update, seeing what's new. Unfortunately, we are a little light on resources, so we've got to go farming. The approximate location is in the middle of the pond. I'm guessing it's this one right here, huh? Well, they're not going to be happy about this, I'm sure. I'm more worried about the toxic protection than I am the sentinels. Oh, right, they added the... Oh, I'm gonna die. We're gonna do this the smart way. All I needed was some animal poop. We didn't have to do all of this. Where's the big guy? There he is. Gonna pull me away from that. All right. It pulled me completely away from it and I lost it, I bet. How terrible. There it goes. Fortunately, it seems to be letting me progress the quest through space combat. Oh, I'm a little annoyed that I'm not going to get that walker brain now, but whatever. of course, this is a storm planet, so... Alright. Yeah, well, if the expedition went live this morning on PC, I don't know what the status is for console, but this is the new expedition. I made the mistake of taking a quest when I just needed to go get some resources to build some stuff on the freighter. So now we're out here melting sentinels instead of focusing on what we should be doing. Alright. How am I getting toxicity? I'm in my ship. I am not good at dogfighting, and they made it easier even, so... Although these guys are all half dead, so maybe I'm not bad at it. Let's try this aim for knife. I don't think my computer likes that I'm fighting at atmosphere. It keeps stuttering. That's unusual. It is not up on Xbox One. The patch notes just came out today, and I didn't expect that we were going to get it for a little while, so I was surprised to wake up to it. So hopefully they get it out for you guys soon. I know that I know the console separation is always an issue with games. So hopefully they get it out soon. Because they did make a lot of cool changes, specifically to... No, I gotta get out of here. I'm done with this. Specifically to the aesthetic of the freighters. They made building on freighters tolerable. I never really liked building on freighters. And they changed quite a few things. They actually added... I forgot to mention something that they added. I'm drawing a blank on it now. But they added asteroid fields and the black holes. The black hole I showed a little bit. Where is it? Let's see if we can find it without getting blown up. It dumped me onto a black hole when I came into the system. So I wonder, I'm thinking it's scripted. Yeah, that's possible. If Xbox is on a different time, it might show up different. I'm gonna cancel this quest. I'm not. You guys have all seen daily quests. I'm not on here doing daily quests for you guys. That's not what you're here for. So we're gonna bite the bullet and just dump this one. And go get the Fecium we were initially after. So yeah, I'm pleased with what I've seen from the update so far. There's a lot of quality of life stuff. The big thing that I think people are going to be the happiest about is the update to freighter farms. You're able to they added a harvest all button essentially, and that's what we're trying to showcase here is that harvest all button. But I can't build the room without Fecium, and I don't have a Fecium farm, so we got to go make a friend, clean up after him for a little while. We'll just land here at this freighter. There should be plenty of things for me to feed here. It's a bountiful planet. I expect droves of... Of course, it's just going to be the little bugs. There we go. Oh, it's a beetle. No, no, come here. My companion register's full. I think we need to do something about that. Those guys are kind of cool. Wait. I just need your poop. I do not know. I don't know much about the glitches. I haven't used a glitch in a very long time. As far as I knew, all the refiner glitches were patched out a while ago, but it sounds like Professor Cynical had found a couple, but I don't know if they patched them out. Sorry. I also don't know why these bugs won't poop. Do I have to find different animals, maybe? I would land on the one planet that the animals don't poop on. That's my luck. Alright. Maybe we can get lucky and have something that gives Fecium. If we scan it. Nope. Primary elements carbon. All right. Good call. I haven't needed Fecium in so long, I don't even know how to get it, other than feeding animals. Mordite. I hear him. Where is he? All right, let's see how much that's going to get us.
Technology recharge.
Not a ton. I think we needed 10 to build one room, so that's enough to build a room to at least look at it, but... We can buy Mordite, right? Is that, You can buy Mordite from, the merchants? We need this for frigate fuel as well. Out here shooting rocks like a plebe. So that was one of my favorite parts when the game came out, is shooting the rocks. Alright, we've got enough to at least look at a room. I don't know if I have enough to plant anything, though. We're gonna hit the space station and try to buy some mortite. Of course, all the condensed carbon plus mortite is a good one. So I guess I should have saved that mortite, but hopefully we can buy that off of merchants. Oh, they came in fast. I'm just saying I have to go on a killing spree, aren't I? Oh, they leave as fast as they showed up. It didn't say anything in the patch notes about increasing ships. I thought they did that with the last one, but I didn't notice anything the last time around. Maybe they, sulfurine plus nitrogen would be a good one, too, if we could find it. We'll see if these guys sell any of that shit. Okay, so it is something that oxygen will multiply. Perfect. I have plenty of oxygen. We can just do it that way. I know that oxygen does chlorine, but I forget that it does like everything too, so that's super helpful. I appreciate that. Do I still own a living ship? I do. Perfect. We'll have to check that out too. They added the upgrades back for that apparently. Alrighty. So can I not? Can I only place portable refiners? Because that's going to be a problem. So, freighter corridor, fleet command, construction specialist room. So that's just for the guy you hire then. And then this cultivation chamber. This cultivation chamber is the new farm room. But how do we interact with it? So it looks cool and all. Oh, there we go. So that just is a harvest all plants. But how do you... Each room can only have 2? That feels... That feels pretty weak. But I mean, you got the harvest all plants button. Is that only going to do the plants in this room? Huh. Yeah, the plants go in the dirt, but there's only like now a whole room replaces half of a hydro tray. That seems... That doesn't seem great. I don't know that I'm in love with that. I don't have enough. I don't have enough VSeam to make another one, but that's what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's neat looking. Hopefully it's... Yeah, we can take a look at that. Except that it seems like a lot of the stuff is no longer available in the build inventory screens. And I can't find it. I couldn't find anything in the anomaly that would increase the amount of stuff that you have to build. So it's almost like the overhaul just took a bunch of stuff away. I guess I could try a construction unit and see if that does anything. I'm guessing it won't, but we can see if there's anything that I'm missing. But this is all base building stuff. There's no freighter stuff in here. There's stuff you can put on the freighter here. But like there's not even a medium refiner in here. Interesting. That sounds right. It would make sense. And that's what I initially got excited for, was the prospect of being able to just clear the whole room out. So hopefully that is the case. I'll have to build it out a little more to find out for sure, but obviously I was not prepared on a animal poop level for this update. So, you know, kind of is what it is. We'll go do some exploring and see if we can find some of the other neat stuff that's around. Combat, trade, exploration. Support and industrial we need. No, I don't have gas. Alright, so we're going to go try to find a new frigate. Try to find some of the other space elements that they put in. That was I am whelmed. Can't say that was overwhelming, but it's probably my fault. The asteroid fields are different. It's kind of neat. They took the... I don't see any of the spiky platinum nodes anymore. What did I get out of that one? Gold. So maybe just those are precious metals and these are tritium? Is that how they're doing that? That kind of, if that's the case, that kind of allows you to target a little bit more specifically if the dark stones are tritium and the blue stones are precious metals. Let's see if I can get any platinum. I seem to be getting mostly silver with gold nuggets. I also don't see any of the spikes that used to be indicative of platinum, so... But there are an awful lot. You could spend a long time in here. Alright, let's try a new galaxy. Let's see if we can spawn in somewhere that has something cool. I typically look for 3 stars. There's one. This is my normal save. I was thinking about starting the expedition later. I wanted to get through kind of looking at what the update had to offer before I jumped into the expedition, which I'll probably do this evening or maybe a little bit later here. There's a paradise planet. I did not finish the last expedition, so I am currently missing a living, or what are they calling them, an organic frigate. But they have added them to the game that you can just find around. So, kind of hoping to run into one. Take a look at it. But I'm not seeing any in any of these. So I wonder, again, I wonder if it's one of those things where it's got to be in the fleet that gets summoned on a battle, or because these are 3. I only go to 3-star systems, so in theory, if you're gonna find them, you'd think they put them in the high tier systems, but who knows, I guess. Somebody will figure it out, I'm sure. It probably won't be me. But we'll give her hell. We could try a lower star system too. I jumped in on the Outlaws update and got super excited with the pirates and whatnot, and then the expedition just didn't resonate with me. It has nothing to do with it that it was a permadeath or anything like that. I've played permadeath, it's fine. It's not like it's a real difficult game. What is that? Okay, and there's a star-shaped node. So it was just that one asteroid field that didn't have anything. And now we've got a tritium-rich asteroid. Let's see how much we get out of that. 45. So tritium-rich asteroid has 45 in it. But these... So that one system didn't have platinum. Yeah, I could try pulsing. Because we're not seeing them. I had read that they are in the. For some reason, the word public pops into my mind, but that's not correct. So I had assumed they were going to be in these groupings here. But it's possible, yeah, that we might have to pulse. That's a good support. We'll buy a 11 industrial support. Yeah, I'll try pulsing for a minute. I wonder. So, but that last, I didn't see anything to distinguish it in that last minefield. It was just the blue rocks and the dark rocks, and I didn't get any platinum from that. So I don't know. It seems like they changed the aesthetic of a lot of things, which is fine. We'll pulse until we hit something here. There may be nothing to hit. I'm also wondering about living ship upgrades. Are we going to have to pulse for those as well? Oh, you send organic frigates out on expeditions to retrieve upgrades for their starship cousins. So you need to get some some organic frigates in order to get the new upgrades. That's cool. Oh no, are we having any connection issues? No, my bitrate just dropped. Yeah, my bitrate just dropped pretty bad. I wonder if it didn't like the pulsing. I'm at 4,800. It should be fine. Bear with me while I take a look. All right, we should be back. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit more investigation into that because it could have just been that there was none in that area or that I just didn't hit any. There's plenty of it around, so I'm not overly worried about it. It's just that one field didn't seem to have a lot. I wonder what's going on, because right now I'm getting a warning on my... Now we're okay. I think that my stream does not like the warping very much. Well, if it is still buffering, I apologize. I don't actually know what's going on because it's telling me that my stream's current bitrate is 4,916, which is lower than the recommended bitrate of 4,500, which is obviously not the case. 4.9 is bigger than 4.5. But if that continues, I'll might have to reboot my OBS. Which would be unfortunate, but yeah, but I'm getting a warning on my end now, Wolf. I don't know why. I don't know why it thinks 4,900 is smaller than 4,500, but there's clearly something going on. So if it gets bad again, let me know, please. I've been running at just under 5,000 kilobytes a second the whole time, and then I tried pulsing, and it didn't seem to like that very much. So to find the organic ships, as they explore deep space. So yeah, you're right. It must be a, yep. So we're going to have to risk the bitrate crash again and pulse around a little bit and see if we can find one. So I'm wondering, but what I'm wondering is if you have to pulse around in, like, do you remember when the living ships first came out, you had to pulse in a living ship to get the upgrades? I'm wondering if it's a similar situation where the ship calls to the frigates. But we'll try this for a minute and see what happens. That's not a fan of this pulsing animation. I wonder if there's anything I can do about that. Oh, now it's green. Yeah, it seems like whenever this pulse happens. So I'm gonna have to try something else. That's one of them ones that I like the look of anyway. Uh, 30 on a trade as a B class. So we got to do expeditions to get plans. So it's mission based. But then why So you got to find the first one as a mission, and then you pulse in deep space for the rest of them. So they're prioritizing fleet exploration, which is good. I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that. They do so much stuff with this game that sometimes you forget they add stuff as quests. That's fair. I did not actually read the patch notes. I just dug through the highlights. I'm gonna anomaly out of here because the bitrate issues that the pulsing is causing for me is suspect. I might have to adjust my graphics settings for pulsing. We'll go check out Beeblebum's base. We'll kill some of his animals. It's crazy that this animation isn't killing my bits, but the... Oh, that's really cool. Well, that took a long time. Does anybody know, did he do this on stream? You're right, it could be the new asteroid fields that are causing everything to slow down. Where the hell did I put my ship? Yeah, I don't stream this very often. I've been playing this game for a long time. I just hadn't really thought to stream it. And then the Outlaws update came out and I tried it. And didn't get a whole lot of people watching, but a few. And made a couple of ship location videos and whatnot. And there's a good enough player base here that it's probably worth streaming. Appreciate you hanging out, though. We got up to like 15. We got up to 15 concurrent viewers at one point. That was interesting. Still working on my presentation. I've only had this channel running for about 4 months. So I need dihydrogen so that I can make some fuel. So I guess we'll send out some expeditions and then try to figure out maybe we'll go get the expedition started. Get some frigate missions going and then go hit the expedition. I would love for this guy to have like 200 dihydrogen. I have yet to figure out how they maintain that level of excitement through all things. They can sometimes feel not genuine. Alright, we're not going to send anything out either. Alright, let's just go get the expedition started. Not to say that they're not excited, it's just I've never been a high-level excitement person. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Well, see, that says new expedition coming soon, so we are not actually able to do a new expedition yet. Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's one of the more difficult things to figure out about it, you know. So, maybe I'll get there, maybe I won't. We'll see. This is a spare time gig for me, so if it works, it works. Ideally, it would work, but... So the expedition is not live yet. I'm assuming they're waiting until the patch goes out on console. Does that make sense? Would they be that something they would typically do? Is wait till the patch goes out on console and then light the expedition up forever. I'm in a Centium. Yeah, expedition's not out yet. And apparently, Beetlebum's base is not in Euclid, as I'm now in Ascentium. So I gotta get back to Euclid. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If they're gonna call it a community event, they should wait for the entire community. I mean, I'm sure that that's because they're gamers too, you know, and it doesn't, nothing feels bad. I used to play on PlayStation, and you know, not No Man's Sky in general, but like when an update or a game or something would come out on PC and it was going to come out 2 months later or whatever on PlayStation, it would always feel a little bit bad because you get all the spoilers and whatnot beforehand, and you never actually get to play the game because there's 42 guides made every day and everybody's got everything figured out before you even get your hands on it. So it is kind of nice that they wait for stuff like that, and I'm sure that they've felt that same feeling, and that's why they do that. Also, I just warped my freighter. That's pretty cool. Soon, old friend. Soon. Still need dihydrogen, and for some reason they weren't selling it at that space station. Oh, this one's busy. We can check the pilots down here. They're going to leave. The terminal's not. It's just amazing to me that whenever you're looking for something, nobody's selling it. No, I know that. Do I have enough? I guess I have 41. That should be enough. Gel costs 30, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I like that a lot. You just go to your freighter. So where can I put that down? Not here. Okay, so everywhere but the actual bridge is the construction area.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, it's only 30 when you do it this way. Okay, that makes sense. I just need like... I think it takes 200 to make... I think it takes 200 to make the big fuel, right? Yeah, so we'll have to do this a couple of times. I got plenty of tritium, obviously. Oh, and they finally made it so the rewards for your frigate missions. Okay, good call. They made it so the rewards for your frigate missions go into the freighter finally. I don't know if I'll have enough to do two at once, but we'll try it.
Technology recharge.
Make the gel by hand. I've also got to clean up my inventory. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Where did I get 5 of them? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where those came from. They were probably in the starship.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
We're not gonna talk about... Oh, I just deleted that one. Alright. Because that's not fair. I'm under a lot of stress, alright? Or something.
Product constructed.
Alright, we'll do it one more time, make what we can, and then send some stuff out. Oh, there we go.
Product constructed.
It likes shoulder buttons. I don't like shoulder buttons. Alright, 400 gets me 2.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
I deleted one of the dihydro jellies instead of crafting more. I hit the delete button. I was more making fun of myself than anything. Alright, we'll send a 1-star balanced out because that should be pretty easy. Yeah, we have a trade, a support, a combat, an industrial. Oh, I know. That is plenty. And then we'll do this one. This is an expedition. Oh, 400 tons. I have 200. I have 150, so I need 250 more.
Product constructed.
See, and I just did that thing where I didn't adjust the amount again. Been playing this game for 5 years. Eventually, I'll figure everything out. What do I need? 400.
Product constructed.
Man, that is faster. You're not lying. We'll do it one more time for good measure.
Product constructed.
Damn it. That should get us to where we need to be. So we need a 200. There we go. Should be good now. Yeah, but I can see where that would get boring to watch. So it's a little bit of a balancing act. Nobody wants to watch somebody refine or dupe 500 dihydrogen, you know? So ends up landing in the realm of it is what it is, but try to avoid it if I can. Alright, so this one's going to be gone for 15 hours. And I can still try to send out a balanced expedition. We'll try to get 3 expeditions going to get as much coverage as possible, I think. Oh yeah, I know. When I was a daily player, it was completely different. Like I had the charts memorized and everything, but then so much stuff happens and it moves out of your brain and whatnot. How much fuel do I have? I don't have 450. No, we're not doing that again. I have 250. One of my frigates is... That guy's on mission. Yeah, that guy's got the minus 27 fuel cost. Hey, that's interesting. Is that new? I don't recall seeing that yesterday. So made it so you can teleport to the frigates. That's kind of cool. Okay, so the B-class frigate. Let's see what we can get the fuel down to. I've got 250 to work with. This is a 1-star, so it shouldn't be that much difficult. It shouldn't be that hard to get where we need to be. I have too many support frigates. So we'll send a trade into combat and see where that gets. That's still 300 tons. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it brings your ship down with you. Okay, that's nice. So that's going to be good. Yeah. Sorry, I might have drifted a little further away from my mic. That's going to be good for repairs when they come back if you send them on a sketchy mission. Or I suppose just for frigate jumping in general. Condensed carbon I got from them. That's cool. I know that's not new, but it makes visiting your frigates significantly faster, so you can collect that stuff and so you can repair them. So that's an interesting update, to say the least. That feels like something that maybe people have wanted for a while. But if you save them from getting damaged, doesn't that pull them off the mission? And then make the make it that much tougher for the rest? I didn't see a warp back from there, but I guess I didn't really look for it. If you save them and not call them back, okay. I think I need 50 more. I have to do it this way because it costs 40 in your inventory, right? Okay. That's good to know. They just jam so much stuff into every update that it's... I mean, I'm also not scouring the patch notes. So how do we get these interior sections is what I'm curious about, because I didn't see anything for internal doors, windows, or walls, and I also didn't see anything for external doors and windows on the capital ship. So is this going to be something where we have to run abandoned or derelict freighters to get the parts? Because that's actually... What is that? Oh. They changed the... They changed the look of the hypercores. No Man's Sky is a worthy investment of $50. I don't think I ever paid $50 for this game. Like I got it on day 0, so whatever the price was when it first came out. So yeah, I paid full price for it one time, but I think I've bought this game 4 times. It's probably not a good look on me. buy a game 4 times, don't even know how to dupe jelly.
Product instructed.
I think 50 is all I need to get that last expedition out of the hangar. Because I needed 300, I have 250, right? Yep. Alright, let's get that thing launched. I think that I'm probably going to pack it in after we get this launched out. There's a lot of cool new stuff to look at. I'm going to have to go... I'll stream it again in the next day or so, but I want to be a little bit more prepared for that stream than I was for this one. Because I was certainly not ready to do a bunch of frigate stuff and a bunch of freighter building. So that's on me. Oh, that was right. That one. Alright, and away they go. We'll see them in 20 hours. I wish I could have found one of the living frigates, but there's some work to be done on that end, it sounds like. So I'm going to go do that work offline. Because then all of the embarrassing dumb stuff that I'm doing won't be on public record. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. That's where we're going to shut her down. And go ahead and hit that sub button if you want to find your way back next time. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy travels.